Hey everyone, Sophia here for my great challenge. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to build a small brick patio, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I have this company, Vingli, here's the box, who sent me a fire pit. I'm going to put a picture right here so you can see it. So they have different kinds and different shape, and I picked the hexagonal one. It's not expensive, it's under $100. It's really perfect if you have like an event and you don't want to commit to an actual fire pit in your yard or on your patio. If you just want something for one particular day or maybe a season or two, this is not like a permanent patio fire pit. This is one that is movable, and I think it's really practical. So I always kind of wanted to have one. Both of my neighbors have one. The one on the right, Ralph has one on a slab of bluestone, and then the one on the other side, Ed, has one that he actually had the whole patio bricked and everything, and he has like the cushion seats and everything and the pergola. It's very pretty, but I don't know if I want to commit to one. So instead of building a whole patio and then being stuck with this whole area of pavers, basically, I'm going to do a paved area that is basically a little bit over the size of this fire pit. We'll put the chairs on the grass, and then over time as we use it, we'll make a decision as to whether or not we want to keep it. If we don't want to keep it, we just remove the whole thing and regrass or do something else. And if I want to keep it, well, then I'll build around it. So that's the idea. Before I get started, I want to give you a quick tour of what the garden looks like, because I haven't shown the garden in quite some time. It's not really good this year. We've had cold temperatures all the way up to maybe 3 weeks ago, where it was like in the 40s at night. It's also very, very wet. We've had constant rain, and we're talking deluge type rain non-stop since the beginning of spring. So everything is slowed with regards to the growing, and I have a lot of stuff that actually did not make it through the cold snaps and the wetness. So let me give you the quick tour, and then we'll get started with the patio. And it's not the perfect day today for filming. It's kind of, cloudy. So here's the yard as seen from the deck, and here's the secret garden as seen from the deck. I'm going to take you down there. You're going to get to see my roses. This year I've been very distracted with the bedroom, so I haven't been able to spend as much time in the garden. But anyway, I recommend you get those. These are called Elie Campagne. I started them from seeds 2 years ago. This is what the plant looks like on the third year. And they are absolutely stunning. They are great fillers if you want something to put in the back and you want some height. They do make flowers. I'll put a picture right here. And this is actually a medicinal plant that will take care of headaches and aches and pains. So it's an analgesic, but you have to use the root. This is a Black Eye Susan. This is a very different type of plant. This is actually a Korean plant that I purchased at that's the weed, at the Korean supermarket. I'll put the name right there on the screen so you can see what it looks like. It's a perennial, so it'll come back. And this is a blue cornflower. You can see that my cornflowers are coming up. All right, let's go into the yard. Asters, doing good. This rose here, I don't think it's going to make it. It's obviously missing a lot of stuff. It had beautiful roses last week. I took them out. I just don't think this one is going to make it this year, so I may have to remove it. However, these are doing pretty good. So we have the Olympiads right here, and then behind it is my stunning John Paul II. Oh, this smells so good. These are hybrid tea roses, so that's doing good. We have some volunteer chive right here. These are some volunteer lily of the valley. that are growing right underneath the apple tree. And this is Granny Smith apples. We have about 20 on the tree this year, so we'll see what happens with that. Scott is excited. I moved this one from the secret garden because it was getting too big, so that's giving me some filling here. And this is the hydrangea that the boys bought me for Mother's Day this year. I have some cosmos here. This is a St. John's wort. Another one of those corian plants right here. And then this is the asparagus that I planted a couple of years ago. All of this here needs to be weeded. We have a pot here with lemon balm, daylilies. These were my neighbors that they gave to me. And then same thing with the daisies all the way in the back here. And then this is another black-eyed Susan. This is a volunteer lemon balm. We have oregano right here. I'll take you into the greenhouse. I have, I'm telling you, it's super slow. I have some tomatoes here. This is sage. I started from seeds. Cilantro, parsley, and basil. I started from seed. Started these. These are zucchinis. They don't look too good. More tomatoes, eggplant, and then butternut squash. This is the very sorry looking celeriac. It's not happening for me. And then extra tomatoes. I got so many tomatoes this year. Another volunteer lemon balm. Okay, here's the other apple tree. This one is the Empire. So you can see I have apples coming up here. And the mint over there. Oregano, German thyme, leftover narcissus. This is a butterfly bush that I planted last year. Here's the other Elecampane. You see how big they get? A really, really cool plant. This is sorrel that I need to snip because it's gone to seeds. And another one of those corian ones here. This is a volunteer hostas. In the back here we have St. John's wort. This is dill that I started from seed. Yeah, the fig tree is dead. We have some green beans over there, verbena, patchouli, volunteer, chive, and then this one here is valerian. So this is what valerian looks like. And same thing, you grab the roots and you make tea. We have daisies, more asters, more daisies, and then a black-eyed Susan. So here's the yard, and then this is what I'm going to use today to make my little patio. I'm going to go in the vegetable garden. So here's the vegetable this year. I have a cucumber here that's going to grow on this pole here, and then on this banister. This is a volunteer tomato from last year, and then these are the tomatoes from this year. These are regular Roma type tomatoes. Swiss chards, not doing really good. We have some peas, same thing, they're not doing great. These are all my turnips that I planted at the beginning of the season. So turnips are not too bad. We have carrots there and collard greens, and then these are volunteer tomatoes that I transplanted, put them somewhere else. These are the tiny team ones. Spinach is garbage this year. Look at this. I'm gonna take it out. And then over here is all of the kale that is very slow moving. We have cutting lettuce, you know, like mesclun. Another cucumber here, because when the lettuce is over, this is going to take over the whole banister. This is my regular red leaf lettuce. Actually did pull one yesterday, it's delicious. Over here are sorry looking Korean cucumbers. This one right here is a cherry tomato. And these roses are not doing too good either. Too much water. Way too much water. Korean mint. and the secret garden, which needs to be weeded, with some daylilies here, ton of hostas, the second one of those plants that I removed. We got a volunteer hostas right here, big hostas. These are all my neighbors' hostas. And then there's daisies right here, more hostas. The secret garden is pretty. I just did it to fill in the space because I really couldn't do anything here. It's too much shade. But anyway, so here's the garden. It's seen better days, but I'm hoping that July and August will be good months for gardening. I still have all this space here for extra tomatoes and whatnot. And the carrots, I need to thin them at some point. Maybe like remove every other one. And peas, I saw one the other day. I took a picture. Can't remember where it is, but oh, here we go. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, I'm starting to get peas. So that's the yard. Okay, where am I going to do this little patio thing? It's not going to be big. It's going to be probably 2.5 by 2.5 or 3 feet by 3 feet. Just whatever the size of the box is, really. I got to be careful. I can't really put it here. I don't want the heat to damage the apple tree. This one I don't care because I'm removing it sometimes this year. Probably in the fall. I'll take it down. So I think I'm going to do like a little square here, or a diamond, that gives us room to put 2 chairs, and then when you sit by the fire you'll have this view, which is not bad. So I believe this is where I'm going to place it. So I have different types of bricks, and that's the problem. I don't have enough of those gray ones, which are a little bit by about 1/2 inch taller than the red ones. So I managed to put a rectangle worth of red ones in the middle, and then those will be outside. So let's see if that little barbecue thing fits on this. It was easy to assemble, and then they give you this one thing here, so that you can lift your top, and then you put it back on, which is not all that easy, but okay. First impression, it's flimsy. It's not a heavy duty fire pit. That's why I don't want to commit to it. I like that it's not on legs but on a base. That I like because it gives it more stability, and then I think that it probably would last a little bit longer. Let's look at the inside. I'm going to give you a close-up. It's not heavy at all. You see, I can move it. What I'll probably do for this area here is put more sand to raise it. Kitty, come here. Fiona wants to say hello. Hello. Hi. this is not for you, okay? Don't go mess around with that. So I'll raise that with a little bit more sand, but this is just what I need in terms of size. I don't need anything bigger. Okay, let's start with the wood frame. This is treated wood. And it is 1.5. So I need this. And the other one goes right here. Alright. So the frame is done. Now I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put it. I'm thinking like this. So there's enough room for the lawnmower, and there's enough room in the back for chairs. Scott wants it centered. You want it centered straight or centered in diagonal?
Oh, that part doesn't matter.
Want it like that? Yeah, I can do that too.
Huh?
I can do that too, so there's room around it.
Well, if you want a diagonal, that's not a big deal, but
Well,
you know, just putting it like
in the center.
yeah.
All right. Center it is. Okay, next step. Landscaper's fabric. And you know, if I don't keep the fire pit, I still have a flat surface with bricks. I could put a fountain on it. I could put a series of pots. A water feature would be nice. Eventually, this whole area here you see with grass is going to be gone anyway, because it's going to be nothing but flower beds and vegetable beds and whatnot, like a food forest. But I said it was a 5-year project, right? This is what, year 2? Year 2 or year 3? Can't remember. Let me cut this. This is my leftover fabric for when I did the French drain. I had on hand already. Next is the gravel. So what I'm gonna do is start laying the gray bricks, and then that'll leave me with a hole in the middle, and in that hole I'll add more sand to elevate the red ones. I think this is gonna look okay. It's not moving, it's not going anywhere, so we'll see what happens. So here goes. I'm starting a little fire. Scott went to get 2 chairs. Actually, I like the blue one. It's very nice. We'll probably get 2 more. This is gonna start to burn eventually. There's a nice breeze, so it's activating it. And tonight we'll probably make some s'mores. So, because this is a review, it's very nice looking. It supposedly has a paint that is non-toxic. It is steel, not aluminum, but it's very thin steel. I did buy a cover for it. It's very nice. I like the shape. I think this is going to work out great. Let me sit down so you can look at it. It was easy to assemble. It's super light. And in the fall I can burn a few leaves here and there. I have all my pets here. hanging out with me, and that would be it. So tonight I think I'm gonna go get stuff to make s'mores. You want s'mores? You want s'mores tonight? All right. So the only negative, it doesn't feel like this is gonna last more than 3 seasons, but it's under $100, so that's all right. And also, it doesn't come with a grill on top. I'm sure it's not too hard or difficult to find, but it doesn't come with a plate, so you can't really, you know, have things, use it as a barbecue basically. You can probably do hot dogs and all sorts of things if you put them on the skewers, but you can't leave anything on it, and that's all right. So we're gonna keep that for the season and see how we like it. I like it. I think this is very nice. We're gonna get stuff for s'mores, and we're gonna make ourselves some s'mores. And you can put your feet right here. I don't know if you see. And I think we're going to enjoy this. So again, I said it before, I don't know if I want to commit to a fire pit, so this is perfect. It's inexpensive. It's easy to put together. You saw how I did the base. It's really no brainer to put it together. It's the wrong kind of sand, but that's all right. I don't care about that. And, you know, if I want another one later on, because this one is not going to last, again, more than 2 or 3 seasons, I can just take it out and put a new one. And this is really, really, really nice. And I tell you what, it's great in the fall, so you can prolong your time in the garden. And in the summer, in the evening, it gets rid of the mosquitoes. So yeah, I can see myself enjoying a little fire here in the evening, reading my book, drinking a cup of tea. I don't know what that is. I think it's a little bit of ashes. It feels safe. It's stable. I like it. I like it. I give it an A for what it is. Inexpensive, very affordable. I would say get you on. I'll talk to you later. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye. Hey, it's me, and guess what? Click that thumbs up if you really like this video. Thumbs down twice if you didn't. You can also share my video if you really, really liked it, or save it to watch later. Also, you can subscribe to my channel, but don't forget to click that bell button so you are always notified when I post a new video. Thank you for watching.